What's going on, George Mason? Welcome to the Pressbox. I am DeMonte Shaw.
I'm Nathan LaPierre.
I'm Matt Newman.
And I'm Brenton Randolph.
I missed y'all last week. I got called away on some accounting business. You know how that goes.
Actually, that's what he was actually doing. So.
Yeah, but actually...
No cool cover story.
Oh, should have made something up.
Yeah.
But it's good to be back. I love it. The bright lights, the pretty sights, and Julian's bright lights. So,
Sure.
of course, you know, Super Bowl happened. We're going to get to that. Of course, we would be remiss if we did not. But let's start off with some Mason sports and talk about our
We're going to talk about our Patriots.
Yeah, both of the Patriots. Both of the Patriots. I support both of them.
Yeah. Our George Mason Patriots are starting to win some games.
Took down St. Louis.
They took down St. Louis.
68-16.
Nemesis last year.
Yeah.
Lost 2 tough
That
games
was
to them last
that was a
year.
good win to see. I'm not gonna lie. It was a hard fought win throughout, and I think we really earned it. It wasn't fluky. We didn't have to hit a crazy 70-foot buzzer beater, but
I mean, that was cool.
that was I'll take that
top
too.
10. So
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, I think the big difference in the game was basically the fact that we had Siobhan Thompson and they didn't. They really didn't have anything for Siobhan Thompson's size down low. And that's one of the things that George Mason, they've been doing it a lot, and they're going to have to keep doing it if they want to keep winning these games. They just have to keep going down to Siobhan Thompson down low. So,
yeah, 6'10" is tough to guard in college. There's not many people that big in college.
yeah, he looked like he was just having pretty much free reign down there, which is what I like to see. And I thought I've been really impressed by our guards play on defense this year. They've been really.
That boy Corey Edwards is a monster.
It gets me so hyped when I see them steal the ball. I think it was literally. I think the score at the end of the first half was both teams were in the 20s, playing really good, solid defense on both sides. It was really good to see.
Yeah, that's what we do. We rip them and we strip them. The ball.
right.
I'm telling you, been watching Mason basketball, and that's always been key. Defense.
And now we've got a big upcoming rivalry game against
Woo,
VCU.
baby! VCU's coming to town.
Yeah.
Okay, just to clarify,
excited.
DeMonte Shaw, you are rooting for George Mason, right?
I am rooting for George Mason.
Okay.
We're
gonna
What?
do that.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not.
I mean, it's
Stop lying.
I think we actually have a good chance of winning on bad circumstances with their senior guard Breonte Weber going down.
Yeah, that was.
I think if he was playing, we don't have a chance. Just being honest. But
Whoa, I wouldn't say that.
we probably
We
still
could beat anyone.
Yeah, we can beat anyone.
Even the Golden State Warriors.
The Splash Brothers.
The Atlanta Hawks are going down.
We definitely have to bring our A game still because the system that they run. I mean, as you could see in their loss to Richmond, once Weber went down, I mean, it was hard to develop that press. I mean, he's leading the NCAA in steals, close to breaking that record.
12 away from the all-time
12
NCAA
away.
record.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate.
Yeah. So he's really a key part to that havoc. So I mean, we've been dealing with havoc for 4 years, and they lost their strong point in their havoc. I like our chances. I think.
I will say in the St. Louis game they beat the press a couple times. Pretty easily. I mean, I know St. Louis isn't the same as a VCU on defense, but that was still good to see. So.
Yeah. I mean, we've only had our whole existence playing against VCU to get used to it. So it's good that we're finally
Starting to come around.
Yeah. I can't argue with that. So it's going to be a big game, February 4th, Wednesday. It's an odd night, but if you can, definitely make it out.
I know, I'll be there. Trying to sit in the front row as usual.
Most definitely. I might have my shirt painted. Because I've been... My shirt painted.
Your
my chest painted. Because, the boys been working out, so... I'm going to show that.
Not enough!
I did eat a Snickers before I came home. It's my cheat day. Yeah, big game, exciting game. It's going to be great. Go out on that rivalry.
Well, I guess now we should probably transition to the other type of Patriots.
The other Patriots.
The Patriots with the championship.
Yep. Tom Brady winning his 4th Super Bowl, tying the record, and of course participating in his record-breaking 6th Super Bowl, and a number of records broken. But really, beyond that, just one of the best on its own merits. One of the best Super Bowls ever played, I think, in terms of just being back and forth the whole time.
You heard it here. One of the best ever.
And all 49. This one
Yeah.
takes the cake.
It's one of the
It really is one of the best though, like for real.
Yeah.
Because I mean, outside of I think Super Bowl 42, it might be the most exciting ending that I've seen to a
Was
Super
that
Bowl.
the Titans Ravens? Or Titans?
Oh, actually, that's Super Bowl 34. 42 was the Tyree catch.
But
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk about that.
Actually, that was
Yeah.
Super Bowl 27 and a half the 1 year.
I'm
Yeah,
just still trying to figure out the numerals in my head, all the Roman numerals.
they're doing 50 next
Yeah.
year.
But yeah, the tackle at the 1 yard line. That ending goes down like
Yeah.
as one of the most exciting, unexpected, craziest endings that
Yeah.
I've probably ever seen or ever will see.
Hey, there was a
So-
tackle at the 1 yard line in this game too.
Yeah, there was.
And a chance to get that 1 yard, but you know.
So of course that's going to be a big storyline throughout. Why? How did they call that play?
Yeah.
A passing play on the 1 yard line. And I was saying before the broadcast, actually, I think that was actually why Belichick didn't call the timeout with the time running down. Because why else would you not? Because theoretically, if you call a timeout and they run it in, then you have 50 seconds left to score a field goal, which is not that bad. That's doable. But I think he wanted to put the pressure on the Seahawks and Pete Carroll, and obviously they made what many consider to be a poor decision, but also a great play by Malcolm Butler, and don't want to overlook that. And that's a great story for an undrafted rookie, our fifth-string cornerback who is barely active. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't want to take away. You watch the play, he made a great play on the ball.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't make that play on the ball, Lockett does catch it.
That was just all film study right there.
Yeah.
And if he just knocks it down, they're going to run it the
They
next
still have
play.
another
Exactly.
chance.
Exactly. So just to have the gusto and the presence of mind and the awareness to say, you know what, I'm gonna make this play. He said he had a vision.
You missed it, man.
I don't know what kind of vision you're talking about, but
You missed it, man. You didn't say he had the balls to do it.
I said deflated.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, that's great.
I'll make it, but
Seahawks might need some more Adderall after this one.
Oh, that's rough.
to say Pete Carroll must have been hanging out with Josh Gordon and Menzel the night before. I don't know what was going on with him.
Yeah, I just saw that Johnny Manziel got checked into a clinic
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, man. And
So-
Josh Gordon
Yeah.
got suspended again.
Oh,
He's just
yeah.
ruining his career.
Maybe Menzel feels responsible for Josh Gordon, so this is his way to atone for it.
I don't think that's
Check
it at all. I don't think Johnny Manziel cares about anyone but himself.
But anyways,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Super Bowl though. Yeah, that last play. I mean, I don't know. It's still I still don't understand it. I mean, you have the second best running back in the league, and you don't give him
Second
the ball.
He's the DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco Murray is the
Oh.
best running back in the league.
I think you got to put Bell up there too, but
Yeah,
Lynch is up there.
yeah, he's definitely
It's
top
beast
5.
mode, man. It's beast
Yeah,
mode.
like-
At the 1 yard line, it's beast mode. So you have to give it to him in that situation. You just have to. There's no explanation. There's no logic. There's nothing that you could possibly say about that play that could make me understand it or that could make it okay. There's just nothing to explain
They
that.
said they wanted to stop the clock. Well, if they wanted to stop the clock, then why didn't they just...
use that.
Take a knee.
I mean,
They could have just
Take a
spiked the
timeout,
ball.
yeah. There's
No.
nothing.
They thought. Well, they also said it was because of the Patriots package because they stacked the box and with 8 people, and then they had just 3 DBs. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, one of them DBs caught the ball. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and one of them was Malcolm Butler, who theoretically they're going to pick on because they don't want
Yeah.
to pick on Revis or Browner,
Yeah.
Right.
who had a great
They
game.
both had terrific.
And
games.
if the Seahawks score right there, then the big storyline, of course, instead is going to be the Jermaine Kearse freakish
yeah,
circus catch,
Right.
yeah,
which seemed like Tyree all over again.
and
So-
yeah, now it'll barely be talked about. I mean,
Now
it'll
it's
get
just
a-
It'll
number
only,
twos play.
just-
it'll only be talked about in association with the following interception
following,
made by the
exactly.
same guy,
Exactly.
made by Malcolm Butler. So
Yeah,
yeah,
like you said, big ups to him though.
yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I don't know. It's just something special about seeing someone that's so grateful and like humble
Yeah.
after such a huge moment, like being so grateful for the opportunity they have.
You mean unlike the Seahawks?
Oh,
Hey, that fight.
Yeah,
at the
bro.
game was
Russell
ridiculous.
Wilson
Yeah, that was
atones for
pretty-
his whole
was
team.
pretty
right?
bad.
He's-
Yeah.
Russell
Yeah.
Wilson's pretty chill. I mean, he was pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
I
took
mean
it
most
like
of
a
them,
champ.
most of them were pretty level-headed. Other than
Yeah,
Or
their,
serving.
their defense is really where you get the issues with people don't like them. It's like
Michael
Don't
Bennett was
know.
really respectful, though. I thought
it was funny because he
I-
started the fight and then he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, like, all right, good game, man, good game."
Yeah.
I guess he
Yeah,
felt bad.
And
Cat
Sherman-
Gronk.
Sherman was the first over to say "good game."
Yeah.
Tom Brady. That was
I think deep down he's a really like once the play is over, once the game is over, unless he's hyped up, after destroying Michael Crabtree. He's like a good guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he only didn't talk smack because he had nothing to talk about. I think otherwise he would have been harping on something, but he had nothing to say, so he was just like...
Yeah, and which is, I guess, kind of mature. It's like, all right, well, like, I can't talk. I have to shut my mouth, so let me just be a good sport and go shake hands. Instead of, running to the locker room or, whining about making excuses. Just, all right, I talk a lot of trash, but, like, I have to eat my words, and I'm just going to...
Because, earlier in the game, he was talking trash, but they clearly got him on camera. 2-4.
Oh, yeah.
2-4.
Yeah.
24. Touchdown.
Yeah.
Who gave up that touchdown? 24. Forgetting about the fact that he ran into a ref on that play.
Yes,
But
he ran into a ref.
It's a big play.
And also, that was all they got. They would never score again.
Oh my! Did they die?
Yeah. All around though, it's a good game. We touched on the halftime performance, which I personally, once I heard it was Katy Perry, I wasn't excited. I was like, oh, great.
Me either.
But I must say,
It was pretty
impressed.
crazy.
I was impressed.
It was the best one in a long time. I mean,
Define long time because Beyonce was 2 years ago. Beyonce was on point.
I think I remember the Pressbox episode where we talked about that as well.
We talked about it for a solid 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to do quite that with Katy Perry.
Yeah.
I will say, when it was like the firework song at the end, and she was like all flying up in the air, and then like it was like just like the the fireworks are going off like in like the night sky. I was like,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty impressive.
It was better than I thought. I don't like Katy Perry, but it was an entertaining performance, and it was I thought it was interesting that they had Missy Elliott as kind of the switch up and like letting her get on her, having the time so she can get on her star podium or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's smart.
that was interesting. Yeah,
I was
It cool to
excited.
see.
I haven't seen Missy in like 15 years.
Yeah.
She was totally lip syncing.
Yeah,
she was. It was blatant.
Yeah.
Well,
but it still worked out.
It's
though.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
But yeah, my favorite
People
part was
listen.
still like the beach scene where they have like the talking beach balls and the freaking shark. The shark on the left, he had no idea what was going on. He was just out
And of course,
there.
Snoop Dogg claimed he was one of the sharks.
Yeah, I've heard reports
That's
that
why
it
I didn't know what
was
you
two
said.
NFL players in the Sharks.
Yeah.
And I also heard it was Snoop Lionzilla,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
That would explain
Snoop
why
already
he wasn't
claimed
aware
it.
what
Yeah,
he was doing.
probably.
I mean, I guess they're pretty close to Colorado, so.
Yeah, the beach scene was probably the trippiest thing that I've seen in a halftime
yeah.
show.
I don't know what that chessboard though.
Yeah.
I was
And it
like-
was slanting, and
I was like,
what?
It was like,
Stop it. I
yeah.
don't know. It was pretty dope.
But it was entertaining. It was entertaining.
It was highly entertaining.
Lenny
And I thought,
Lenny
Lenny
Kravitz,
Kravitz.
yeah.
I like the Hunger Games tie-in because she had the fire dress and it was like performing with Lenny Kravitz. It's like in the movie.
Oh,
he, like,
yeah,
designed that.
Oh, I just realized, I didn't realize that.
I was like, oh, I get it. Look.
I think you're the only person to think that far into it, but
Oh. Maybe I'm just reading. I don't know. But now you know. I don't know. It's pretty good.
I will say, I thought it was really funny when they showed it was a picture of her in her fire dress, and they compared it to Will Ferrell from Blades of Glory.
Yeah. The memes were excellent.
Yeah.
So many great memes came out.
Yeah.
The Sherman reaction.
Yeah.
I've never seen so much
Oh yeah,
anguish in a
that's
reaction.
so good. That was
Yeah.
priceless. You mad, bro? Yeah, they should have put the. Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna make that after this episode.
Oh man.
I'm gonna put that on YouTube.
That's my favorite Prime video. I want to do it, but I can't.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. You might see a video posted on the Pressbook. Like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
And,
Or else.
Sponsored by nobody.
yeah.
But yeah, all around, I was satisfied. It was a good game, good halftime
Yeah.
performance.
Good national anthem.
Yeah.
And America the Beautiful.
Yeah.
John Legend.
Johnny Legend. That was good too.
Yeah, they were booing during the anthem.
Why?
The Seahawks fans. I can't remember. There was some Patriots because it was like a 75% Seahawks crowd was the estimate, and there was some Patriots related thing that came up during the national anthem, and all the fans booed.
That's,
Yeah.
That's terrible.
yeah.
Oh.
Little kind of a reflection of your team.
Oh.
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 I didn't say that. That wasn't me.
I mean, the fans will reflect who they're rooting for. You got a bunch of
Northwesterners.
I'm sure you're nice people, but not when it comes to the Seahawks. I don't know. I won't step on your toe.
And real quick, I don't want to forget Chris Matthews, who came out of nowhere, played some hardball.
He played,
you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I had to leave that book for
yeah.
class. It was terrible.
Nah, I mean,
never caught a pass before.
Chris Matthews, no one knew who he was till he recovered the onside kick 2 weeks ago against
I
Green
still didn't know
Bay.
who he was after that, to be honest.
I only knew because I'm a Packers fan. But, yeah. Chris Matthews had, 4 or 5 catches for over 100 yards and a touchdown.
It was good.
It was a great performance.
There was some great commercials thrown in there.
There were a lot of father-son commercials. I was loving it.
A lot of crying during the commercial break.
I really did. You know what was funny? I was watching it with some friends, right? And so the Honda one with the race car driver. Yeah, it was good. It was a great thing. You guys have any dinguses of the week?
Bruce Irvin.
He
lost the game.
That's a good one.
You lost the game. You can't start a fight.
You lose, Charlie.
You lose, Bruce.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a fine coming his way. He's gonna get maybe potentially a suspension if you do that like the biggest game of the year.
Some jail time.
I'll give it to Pete Carroll and the OC. I can't even remember the offensive coordinator's name.
Darrell Bevel.
Darrell Bevel. There you go.
Darrell.
It's a split award for Dingus of the Week. Hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
You got a Dingus of the Week?
I do. The New England, medical staff. Julian Edelman's probably half brain dead, but he won the game. He won the game for them.
Maybe a little excessive.
They didn't even check on the kid. It was just like, okay, play the next, finish the game. So they're mine. They're probably going to be investigated after Deflategate.
Yeah, all right.
They have a lot of things to be investigated about this point.
Right.
I mean, Nathan took mine. I was going to give it to Darrell Bevel just because he
I'll
not
say
only
Pete Carroll. You can have Darrell.
Yeah, okay. You'll take Pete Carroll. I'll give it to Darrell Bevel because he's the offensive coordinator, and people were talking about him. He was regarded as one of the best offensive coordinators in the game. He was going to be having all these head coaching options, but okay. But after that play call, they're all just gone.
Man, oh man. I think that wraps it up. I think we covered every single aspect of that game.
Yeah. Very thorough breakdown.
Yeah, Darrell Bevel, you are my dingus of the week.
Okay, Mason. That about does it for us here in the press box. I'm DeMonte Shaw.
I'm Nathan LaPierre.
I'm Matt Newman.
And I'm Brent Randolph.
Press on, George Mason. Press on.
Well,
Oh, man.